Good morning, Miami Art Studios, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Moss News. I'm Sophia Brito. Today's Monday, March 1st, and Moss News starts now.
Reporting from Miami Art Studio, welcome to Moss News.
Owning any kind of pet is a huge responsibility. Whether we don't know how they're feeling or how to better educate them, here's Julian Sandoval giving us some pet care tips.
Many students are starting to get to the age where they can begin to take on more responsibilities. A big responsibility students can take on is caring for a pet. Whether it be to foster for community service hours or just a household pet, this responsibility is a common one.
There is always something that can keep you busy. For example, I have 2 dogs, so getting home from school to take a nap isn't an option. The first thing I have to do when I get home is walk both of my dogs, and that's just the beginning. Pets are living creatures and need attention and care just like a regular human being. This means they need to be shown love and attention, and most importantly, be played with. A ball or a toy to play fetch with is a good way to give them attention and exercise. It is also important to have water always at hand for them, as they cannot ask for water like a person would when thirsty. Pets, of course, also need to eat, and it is crucial you choose the right type of food for your pet that will give them the balanced and healthy diet. Depending on the type of pet, there are wide lists of foods that can be harmful and even fatal. Research on this should be done before taking up this responsibility. Purchasing a bed for your pets is also recommended for comfort when it comes time to sleep or just relax.
For some people, it's a really hard thing to have a dog because it's a really big responsibility because you're taking care of a life. Like I consider my dog Max like an actual human being because he's part of the family. Even though he's an animal, he's super cute, he's super lovable, and I really care for him. So when you get a pet, especially a dog, it's a really big responsibility to take care of him.
Remember, it's not as simple as just going through a daily routine with your pet. You also need to do many weekly, monthly, or even yearly chores with your pet, such as bathing them to keep them clean for general hygiene. Veterinary checkups are also necessary, and for some pets, vaccinations are just as important as they are for us. Having a pet could always be fun, but can get complicated very quickly. Using these tips can help ensure our furry friends are well cared for. For more tips on pet care, visit the links in the description below. I'm Julian Sandoval, signing off.
Graduation is around the corner, and with all the expenses that go into making this perfect day happen, we must all come together to help. Mass Glee Club is doing a generous action to help out for senior chords and introduction fees, while also giving participants community service hours. They'll be hosting a support night at Licked Ice Cream Shop on March 3rd from 2:30 to 6 p.m. Make sure to follow them on Instagram at Mass Glee Club for more updates. With these unexpected climate changes that have been happening throughout the U.S., it's good to know what our weather is going to look like. Here's Tuki Lambo updating us on what this week's weather is looking like and what happened last week in Texas.
Thank you, Sophia. And before we get into our weekly weather forecast, we would like to first speak on the events that occurred in Texas these last couple of weeks. According to CNN.com, temperatures across the state are historically low. Dallas dipped to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, the coldest the temperature in the city has been since 1989, while Austin and San Antonio both had single-digit temperatures for the first time in more than 30 years. These series of winter storms and these all-time low temperatures have left many Texans without essentials such as water and power. Our thoughts and prayers go out to these families as we here at Moss hope everything becomes better and progresses. With this in mind, let's take a look at this week's weather. Today you can expect a high of 81 degrees and a low of 73 degrees. It'll be a nice day to be outside as you shouldn't expect such a dominant sun with partly cloudy skies and a small chance of rain. Tomorrow we should see much of the same partly cloudy weather with temperatures reaching a high of 81 degrees and a low of 73 degrees. It should be a nice day to enjoy the day as we should be provided with a good amount of shade the entire day. Wednesday and Thursday we should expect much of the same weather as we saw on Monday and Tuesday, with Wednesday having a high of 83 degrees and a low of 71 degrees, while Thursday has a high of 82 degrees and a low of 71 degrees as well. This is a perfect time to maybe have a picnic outside or go play some sports as the sun shouldn't be too strong. Friday we should get a little break from the hot weather as temperatures should cool down to a high of 80 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. It should be a little chilly in the earlier parts of the day, so make sure to have a sweater on deck. Reporting for Mass News, this has been Tuki Lambo, signing out.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Moss News. Make sure to follow Miami Art Studios on our Instagram to keep updated. I'm Sophia Brito, signing off.